Hello students, how are you? In the previous video of heat, we discussed laboratory thermometer, digital thermometer, and the transfer of heat, conduction, convection, and radiation. I hope that was clear to you. In today's video, we will be discussing about sea breeze and land breeze. Okay, and some topics related to kinds of clothes. Okay, so let's start it, students. Sea breeze. Okay. Sea breeze. Wind blowing from sea towards land is called sea breeze. Getting it? What is sea breeze? Wind blowing from sea towards the land is called sea breeze. Now, what is the reason for the sea breeze? You know, during daytime, the land in coastal area gets heated due to sun's radiation. When in the previous video we were discussing about radiation, I told you that due to sun's radiation, the earth's surface gets heated up. That the process of transfer of heat is called radiation. So this is the same thing. During the daytime, the land in coastal area gets heated due to sun's radiation. Therefore, the sea will also get heated up due to sun radiation. But however, it takes more time to get heated up than the land. The sea also gets heats up. The land also gets heats up. But land heats up quickly than the sea. Getting it? The land heats up quickly than the sea, or we can say that sea takes more time to get heated up. Okay, so if the land gets heated faster, so the air above land also gets heated faster than air above sea. Okay, because land is now heated and it is heated faster than sea, so the air above the land also gets heated, but the air above sea also gets heated, but the air above land gets heated faster than the air above sea. So now, as we were telling you, when the water is boiled, the warm water is lighter than the cold water. So similarly, the hot air from land rises above as it is lighter. Okay, and the cool air from the sea, being heavier, takes its place, and this results in the sea breeze. Getting it? So one of the important questions regarding to sea breeze is, when does the sea breeze takes place? So we can say that the sea breeze takes place during daytime. Getting, students? Very important. The questions related to this are, what is sea breeze and how does the sea breeze takes place? Now let's understand sea breeze with the help of diagram. Take a look at the sun's radiations helps in warming the land. Okay, what is sea breeze? The air, the wind blowing from sea towards the land. Okay, so the sun's radiations are warming the land. The lands get warmer, sea also gets warmer, but the land gets heated up quickly than sea. So the air above the land also gets heated. Being heated, it becomes lighter. So being lighter, it moves upward. It rises, or we can say it moves upward. So the cool air from the sea, being heavier, takes its place, and this results in the sea breeze. Getting, students? Very important one. So I hope, students, that the sea breeze is clear to you. Now let's discuss land breeze. Land breeze is opposite of the sea breeze. Wind blowing from land towards sea is called land breeze. And what was sea breeze? It was wind blowing from sea towards the land. Okay. Now what happens during the land breeze? Take a look. During night time, land in coastal areas gets cooled down faster than the sea. During night time, it was during the daytime. Okay, sea breeze was during the daytime, and the land breeze is during night time. During night time, land in coastal areas gets cooled down faster than the sea. The air above sea is hotter than the air above the land. Again the same phenomenon. Now this time the air above sea is hotter than air above land. So the air above sea will rise up. Okay, it will rise up. Therefore the air above sea rises, and air from the land, being cool, flows towards the sea, and this results in the land breeze. Okay, students? So the important question regarding to breeze are that what is the time, first of all, for sea breeze and for the land breeze. Okay, and second, the most important one is the reason of the sea breeze and the land breeze. Okay, students? So you must remember the reason. It is very important. Okay, take a look at it again. Wind blowing from land towards sea is called land breeze. What happens during night time? the land in coastal areas now gets cooled down faster. It was getting heated faster also, now it is also getting cooled down faster. Okay, the air above sea is hotter than the air above land, so the air above sea rises and air from the land being cool flows towards the sea. This results in land breeze. Now this is the diagram of the land breeze. Now see what is it happening during the night time. The land gets cooler, you can see the land is now becoming cooler faster, so sea also gets cool, but in comparison it cools down slowly than land, so land gets cools down faster. Okay, so the air above sea is hotter than the air above the land, means the air above land over here is cool in comparison to the air above sea. So the air above sea being warmer, being hotter, so it rises, and air from the land being cool flows towards the sea, and this results in the land breeze. So I hope students it is clear to you. Sea breeze and land breeze, very important topic. Okay, sea breeze it occurs during daytime, land breeze it occurs during night time, and I hope the reason is clear to you. Sea breeze is wind blowing from sea towards land, and land breeze is the wind blowing from land towards sea. Okay students, I hope the diagram is also clear to you. Another diagram that is given in the NCERT, this diagram is given in the NCERT. You can see now the same thing. In the daytime the hot air of the land is moving towards the sea and it is being replaced by the cool air of the sea. You can see the above diagram also, this one, the cool air of the sea is now moving towards the land. Okay students, what is the process? Again, the land gets heated up, so the air becomes warmer and it rises up, and its place is being taken by the cool air coming from the sea. Okay, next diagram is during the night time. Now what happens during night time? See, similarly it gets cool faster, so the cool air of the land moves towards the sea. You can see over here. Now this time the direction of cool air is from land to sea, and this is the land breeze, sorry. Okay students, I hope the diagram is also clear, and what is sea breeze, land breeze, and their reason is also clear to you. So students, I hope sea breeze and land breeze is clear to you. So last topic of this chapter, kinds of clothes we wear in summer and winters. Okay, so let's understand this with the help of a question. Why do we wear light colored clothes in summer? Okay, now you look at the answer. The light colored clothes reflect the heat back into the environment and keep us cool during summer time. See students, the light color clothes are not good absorber of heat, okay, in comparison to the dark color clothes. The dark color clothes are good absorber. For example, if I say black color is a good absorber of heat in comparison to the white color. So the light color is not a good absorber of heat, so that's why it reflects the heat back into the environment and keep us cool during summer time. Okay, second one, why do we wear dark color clothes in winter? The dark color clothes, as I said, they absorb heat from the environment and keep us warm because they are good absorber of heat in comparison to the light color clothes. Okay students, so the next is, how does woolen clothes keep us warm in winter? As I just told you that we wear dark color clothes, but also we wear woolen clothes in the winter. How does they keep us warm? See students, woolen clothes are bad conductor of heat, okay, and there is also air trapped in between the wool fibers, and as you know, air is also a bad conductor of heat. Air does not allow the heat to pass through, so air is trapped between the wool fibers. This air prevents the flow of heat from our body to cold surroundings, and that is why the woolen clothes keep us warm during the winter. Okay, it may be asked, why does the woolen clothes keep us warm, or how does the woolen clothes keep us warm during the winters? Because the air that is trapped between the wool fibers, it is a bad conductor of heat, so it does not allow the flow of heat from our body to cold surroundings. The similar example is of two thin blankets provide more heat than one thick blanket because air is trapped between two thin blankets. Okay, because if we have taken two thin blankets in comparison to one thick blankets, then what happens? A layer of air is trapped between the two thin blankets, and again the air is a bad conductor of heat, so it does not allow the heat of the body to pass into the surrounding. Okay, so it keeps us warm during the night time when we sleep. Okay students, so students, I hope the topic that we discussed today, sea breeze, land breeze and the kind of clothes, are clear to you. Actually they were small topics but really important, okay, because the question is almost sure that it will come from the sea breeze and the land breeze topic. Okay, so read it properly and learn it properly. Okay, so in the NCERT there are certain keywords given and we have already discussed them. Look at the keywords. These are Celsius scale, conduction, conductor, convection, insulator, land breeze, radiation, sea breeze, temperature and thermometer. So including this video and the previous video of heat, we have discussed all the keywords. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to write these keywords and write their meaning. Okay students, we have discussed all the words. I hope it is clear to you. So now let's move on to what you have learned. First point, our sense of touch is not always a reliable guide to the degree of hotness of an object. Yes, we explained, it was explained to you with the help of an activity where we take three containers A, B and C. Okay, that our sense of touch is not always a reliable guide to the degree of hotness of an object. Second one, temperature is the measure of degree of hotness of an object. Means we can tell about by seeing the temperature that how hot is the object or how cold is the object. Okay, the device that is used for measuring temperature, third point, it is thermometer. Okay, thermometer is a device used for measuring temperature. Fourth point, important point, clinical thermometer is used to measure our body temperature. The range of this temperature is from 35 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius. Okay, and we know that the average temperature of the human body is approximately 37 degrees Celsius. Okay, that is also given in the next point. So the range of this thermometer, that is a clinical thermometer, is 35 degrees Celsius to the 42 degrees Celsius. For other purposes, we use laboratory thermometers, and the range of these thermometer is usually from minus 10 degrees Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius. And again, we have discussed this when we were reading about, or when we were studying about laboratory thermometer. Okay, next point, we have discussed normal temperature of the body is 37 degrees Celsius, human body. Look at the next point. The heat flows from a body at a higher temperature to the body at a lower temperature. I told you, from the hot object to the cold object. The heat flows from a body at a higher temperature to the body at a lower temperature. So there are three ways in which heat can flow from one object to another. These are conduction, convection and radiation. Very important, these three are. Okay, conduction, convection and radiation. Look at the next point. In solids, generally the heat is transferred by conduction. In liquids and gases, the heat is transferred by convection, and no medium is required for the transfer of heat by radiation. As you told you when you said, sorry for the disturbance. So yeah, in solids generally the heat is transferred by conduction. In liquids and gases, the heat is transferred by convection, and no medium is required for the transfer of heat by radiation. Getting it? And as told you, when you sit near the fire, you get warmth. Why? Because the radiations of the heat are coming. So it does not require any radiation, it does not require any medium to pass to you. Okay, next one, the material which allow heat to pass through them easily are conductors of heat. I told you, we have also given the example. Generally the example is metal. Okay, the material which do not allow heat to pass through them easily are called insulators. Means they do not allow the heat to pass. Example again, wood and plastic. Next one, dark colored object absorb more heat than the light colored object, and this is the reason we feel more comfortable in light colored clothes in summer. Getting students? I told you that why do we wear light colored clothes in summer? This is because light colored clothes reflect the heat, means they are bad absorber of the heat, So we wear light color clothes, and the dark color clothes are good absorber of heat, as I gave you the example of black color. If we compare black and white, the black color is a good absorber of heat in comparison to white. Okay. And the next point is, woolen clothes keep us warm during winter. Why it is so? It is so because wool is a poor conductor of heat and it has air trapped in between the fibers. So air is also a bad conductor of heat, and this keeps our body warm by not transferring the heat to the surroundings. Okay, students? So students, all the points are important. I hope you have understood. Now let's move on to the exercise of this chapter. Okay, students? Now look at the first question. State similarities and differences between the laboratory thermometer and clinical thermometer. Now what it is asking? It is asking the similarity and the differences. So let's first talk about the similarities. The first point of the similarity is, both are made of glass and consist of long narrow tube. Okay, the first point is, both are made up of glass and consist of a long narrow tube. Second point, at one end both of them have a bulb. Third, bulb of both thermometers consist of mercury. Okay, so we are talking about similarities, means what is common in these two thermometers. So bulb of both thermometer consist of mercury. And the fourth point, Celsius scale is present in the both thermometer. Both the thermometer measure the temperature in Celsius scale. Clear? So the fourth points are, again I am repeating, first, both are made of glass and consist of long tube. Second, at one end both of them have a bulb. Third, bulb of both thermometers consist of mercury. Fourth and last, Celsius scale is present in both thermometers. Okay, students? Now the differences. What are the differences in the clinical and laboratory thermometer? First, the difference is about the range, temperature range. You know, the temperature range of clinical thermometer is 35 to 42 degrees Celsius. Okay, the first point in the clinical thermometer of the differences will be, the temperature range is 35 to 42 degrees Celsius. And in laboratory, the temperature range is -10 to 110 degree Celsius. Clear? Second point, in clinical, it is used to measure human body temperature. It is used to measure human body temperature. And in laboratory, it is used to measure temperature in labs, okay, of different substance. So there are 2 points in clinical and laboratory. I am repeating it again in the differences. First point, the temperature range is 35 to 42 degrees Celsius. And in laboratory, the temperature range is -10 to 110 degrees Celsius. Second point of clinical, used to measure body temperature, human body temperature, and in laboratory it is used to measure temperature in labs of different substances. Okay, you can write some differences if you find on your own. Okay, students? So I hope it is clear. Let's move on to the second question. Take a look at second question. Question says, give 2 examples each of conductors and insulators of heat. So I hope it is clear. It is very simple. Example of conductors will be any metal, iron and copper. Okay, you can write down the name of any metal. So it can be iron and copper. And the insulators of heat will be plastic and wood. Clear, students? Shall we move? Okay. Now let's move on to the third question. Fill in the blanks. First one, the hotness of an object is determined by its temperature. The answer is temperature, because temperature is the degree of hotness or coldness of an object. Okay, take a look at second one. Temperature of boiling water cannot be measured by a dash thermometer. Now read it properly. Temperature of a boiling water cannot be measured by dash thermometer. You know, the boiling water, the temperature is 100 degrees Celsius. So you cannot measure it by a clinical thermometer. The answer is clinical. Why the temperature? Because the range of temperature of clinical is 35 to 42 degrees Celsius. So you cannot measure the 100 degrees Celsius with clinical thermometer. Okay, students? Now the third, temperature is measured in degree Celsius. Okay, It is simple. The answer is Celsius. Okay. Now D, fourth one. No medium is required for transfer of heat by the process of. We just read it in the what you have learned points. Which it will be? Conduction, convection, or radiation? It will be radiation. Okay. No medium is required for the transfer of heat by the process of radiation. Now fifth, E. A cold steel spoon is dipped in a cup of hot milk. Heat is transferred to its other end by the process of. It will be conduction. Yes, I told you, generally in the solids the heat is transferred with the help of conduction. Getting? So cold steel spoon dipped in cup of hot milk, heat is transferred to its other end by the process of conduction. Last, clothes of dash color absorb more heat better than clothes of light colors. I think it's simple. Dark color absorb more heat better than the clothes of light color. Now the fourth question, that is match the following. First, land breeze blows during. It will be matched with D, night. Okay. Second is sea breeze blows during. C option, day. Third, dark colored clothes are preferred during. The option is correct is B, that it will match with B, winter. Okay. And the fourth one, light colored clothes are preferred during A, summer. So the first will be matched with D, second with C, third with B, and fourth with A. Okay, students. Shall we move? Now the fifth question, it is an important one. Discuss why wearing more layers of clothing during winter keeps us warmer than wearing just one thick piece of clothing. We have discussed it because you know that if we will wear more layers, then the air is trapped between them, and air is a bad conductor of heat, so it does not allow the heat to pass. So the answer, I am telling you the answer. More layers of clothing during winter keeps us warmer than wearing just one thick piece of clothing because air gets trapped in between layer. Full stop. As air is bad conductor of heat, it does not allow the heat to escape from body. Okay, students, I am repeating it again. More layers of clothing during winter keeps us warmer than wearing just one thick piece of clothing because air gets trapped in between layer. Full stop. As air is bad conductor of heat, it does not allow the heat to escape from the body. Okay. So let's move on to the next question. That is the question number 6. Now it is saying, look at the figure 4.13 and mark where the heat is being transferred by conduction, by convection, and by radiation. So I hope you can see the pan, the surface of the pan, or you can say in the pan, the steel part, the heat will be transferred by conduction. The liquid that is kept inside the pan, the heat transferred to it will be by convection, and in the side it will be by radiation. Okay, students, like this you can see the surface of the pan, it is flowing the heat through, it is getting the heat through conduction process, and the liquid inside it is getting through convection. We have discussed generally the liquid and gases, the heat transfer through convection, and you can see in the side it is through radiation because it does not require any medium. The radiation does not require any medium. Okay, students, so I hope it is clear. Shall we move? So students, now the question number 7th. In places of hot climate, it is advised that the outer walls of the houses be painted white. Explain. Definitely I know it is clear to you, but again I'll explain. See students, I told you in comparison to black color, the white color is a bad absorber of the heat. So if it is if it will be the bad absorber of heat, so it will reflect the heat and it will keep the house cool. Okay, or any other dark color, if any other dark color is being done, then it absorbs the heat, so it will not keep the house cool because it will absorb the heat. Okay students, so I'm dictating the answer. In places of hot climate, it is advised that the outer walls of the houses be painted white because white color reflects back most of heat incident on it, as it is a poor absorber of heat. Full stop. This helps in keeping the house cool. Okay, I'm repeating it again. In places of hot climate, it is advised that the outer walls of the houses be painted white because white color reflects back most of heat incident on it, as it is a poor absorber of heat. Full stop. This helps in keeping the house cool. Okay students, so now let's move on to the next question, 8th question. What is it saying? It says 1 liter of water at 30 degrees Celsius is mixed with 1 liter of water at 50 degrees Celsius. The temperature of the mixture will be 80 degrees Celsius, B more than 50 but less than 80, C 20 degrees Celsius, or D between 30 and 50 degrees Celsius. Now students, if you are mixing two waters 30 degree to 50 degree, we have discussed that the heat flows from the higher temperature to the lower temperature. So the heat will flow from the water of 50 degrees Celsius to 30 degrees Celsius. So if the heat is flowing in this way, so the temperature of the water that is at 50 degrees Celsius will come down and the temperature of the water which is at 30 degrees Celsius will go up. So the mixture that will be formed, it will be between 30 degrees Celsius and 50 degrees Celsius. Okay students, I hope it is clear. See again, what is it saying? It is saying 1 liter of water as 30 degrees Celsius mixed with 1 liter at 50 degree. Now we know that heat travels from high temperature to low temperature. So here high temperature is 50. So if the heat will flow from 50 to 30, so the temperature of 50 degrees Celsius will come down and the temperature of 30 degrees Celsius will go up. So the mixture will be having the temperature between 30 degrees Celsius and 50 degrees Celsius. Okay students, so I hope the 8th question was clear to you. Now let's move on to the next. Next question is, an iron ball at 40 degrees Celsius is dropped in a mug containing water at 40 degrees Celsius. The heat will, option A, flow from iron ball to water, B, not flow from iron ball to water or from water to iron ball, C, flow from water to iron ball, and D, increase the temperature of both. Just think students, what can be the answer? Look at the temperature. The temperature of iron ball is also 40 degrees Celsius and the mug containing water is also 40 degrees Celsius. So if the temperature is equal, so there is no net flow of heat. Okay, so the heat will not flow from iron ball to water or from water to iron ball. So the second option, B option, will be correct. I hope it is clear because the temperature is same, and if we were discussing the heat transfer from high temperature to the low temperature, if the temperature is same, then the heat will not transfer. Okay students, is it clear? Okay, the 10th question. A wooden spoon is dipped in a cup of ice cream. Its other end, A, becomes cooled by the process of conduction, B, becomes cold by the process of convection, C, becomes cold by the process of radiation, D, does not become cold. Think student. See students, the question is saying a wooden spoon. Okay, what is it saying? It is saying wooden spoon, and you know that wood is a bad conductor of heat. So what will be the answer? The answer will be D. It does not become cold. Okay, it does not allow the to pass through itself. Okay, so it will not become cold. Clear? Shall we move on to the next question? Okay, so the next question is, stainless steel pans are usually provided with copper bottoms. The reason for this could be that A. Copper bottom makes the pan more durable. B. Such pans appear colorful. C. Copper is better conductor of heat than stainless steel. D. Copper is easier to clean than stainless steel. Again, look at the question. Stainless steel pans are usually provided with copper bottoms. The reason for this could be, the reason will be C. Copper is a better conductor of heat than the stainless steel. And you know, because when it is kept on a stove or gas, so the heat will be first in contact with the base. So if the base is a good conductor of heat, then the substance kept in it will get more heat. Okay, so what will be the answer? The answer will be C. Copper is a better conductor of heat than stainless steel. So students, this concludes the chapter. We have discussed all the important topics. We have discussed the exercise, all the questions. Now what you have to do is you have to complete the chapter, complete the exercise, and if you cannot understand something, then watch the video again. Okay, keep studying students and take care of yourselves. Thank you.